Okay, everybody, thanks for joining us tonight on Fortnite Nightmares Part 5000. That's right, folks. It is most excellent. And Fortnite, once again, is doing it hardcore. The best ever. I mean, I hate to say it, but this season is really turning out to be awesome. I mean, there's so much stuff to do. It is so fun. They got so many ideas. It's great. However, though, Call of Duty, I hate to say it, did kind of come out with a cool Halloween thing going on. So, their last season, can that stuff transfer over to the next Call of Duty game? If that's the case, not bad. But it's kind of really hard to play two games at once, you know. Um, there was a time in which I was doing four games at once, and that was like Star Trek, Battlefield, um, Call of Duty, and then something else. And of course, this is how it is. So let's check out the most awesome stuff they have going on. Now, this bundle, pretty pricey for just Scooby and Shaggy, but as you can see, Shaggy's got his suit. Now, is there a way to take that off? No. See, what if you could just be the dog? But they gave him a Halloween outfit, and they got the Toon Scoob, and then they've got the kind of animated like that's basically like an AI movie one, his face, and then this one is kind of like the cartoon that you would watch. But actually, none of them look like that from back in the day, so it is what it is. But you do get a cool Lego character that's completely unique, the very first dog character we've had. And then, of course, Shaggy, I don't know why it says Shaggy Rogers, but okay, But obviously, there must be two versions of him. And this version looks kind of weird. And the shoes are like patented leather shoes he's wearing or something. Kind of strange. I always think his shoes were like brown in the cartoon. Let's see here. No, those are like some more shiny patented leather. I mean, we're talking about 60s or 70s or something, man. But not bad, not bad. What I was concerned about is how much are they going to sell these things for? And of course, we all know. Depends on, if you want a guy that looks like a Greg. Now, the burger is pretty cool. It grows and builds and builds. I thought that was pretty cool. So, yeah, get you a burger on your back, I guess. Now, the pizza, I think the pizza doesn't do anything, but it's got some hangy-looking cheese that wobbles around. And it's kind of shiny like that. And as you turn in, it's not too bad. And then, of course, we have, this is their weapon, a hoagie hitter. Now, it looks kind of weird, like a mouth open. Really kind of strange, but not bad, not bad. And so, obviously, you can buy them all individually. Now, what they don't have, what I see, well, they do have it, is bone and bowl. And it's a pickaxe. So this would be the dog's pickaxe, obviously. Which I don't think that should have been it. But that, I mean, who knows, right? People come up with stuff. Well, what would we use, So you could look at some of the episodes from back in the day. Because they did, carry stuff and have stuff, I guess. Now, of course, we have Shaggy's special emote where, he's making sandwiches. Pretty cool. Wah, 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 wah. Boom! Big sandwich. So, of course, they have the song, which I can't play. I could play it and get away with it for a day or two, probably. And then the emote where you're running and creating smoke, I guess. And I thought this was a really cool glider to kind of pull from the TV show kind of thing, And so this actually is pretty cool. It's kind of strange with the way it lights up, but not bad. I like the green hands. You'd be coming down with that thing. I like it. It's kind of cool. So, good job. And of course we have Doja Lady. She plays video games, by the way, people. She has her own YouTube channel. This lady right here, Doja Cat. You just type in Doja Cat and it'll come up on YouTube, and she's on there. She tries to game and play Fortnite, and it's kind of funny, you know, but okay. You know, she's a little strange, but aren't we all strange, you know? So, Ghostface. Everybody loves him. He's tradition. He got built into tradition. I remember when they came out with it, I was like, this is so stupid. But then it kind of stuck on you, you know? And my favorite kind of scary movie? Well, probably Batman. That's right, folks. Now, the pickaxe here, I like how in the game when he runs at you, he's got the pickaxe pointed down with his arm up in the air. They need to keep that feature because that's really cool. You know, that should be just a specific type of knife running kind of thing when it comes to Ghostface. Because that really is how he ran in the movie, you know. So, of course, you have some sort of knife cleaner emote, which is pretty realistic there, pretty good with the movie. I love the fact that they brought him in here. However, I'd probably just buy him individually. He should come with the knife, if you ask me, for that price. It's fair. I might have to buy him. Now, these are some Air Force One Halloween Frankenstein shoes. I was kind of interested in this. You know, if they actually made these shoes, I would almost buy them, but then people might think I'm weird wearing shiny green shoes. So, I really love Nikes. I've been a Nike fan since I was a kid. I always wore Umbros or Nikes. You know, I found pictures of myself recently wearing Nikes and Umbros, and I'm just like, man, those were the days. Whatever happened to Umbro? You know? They always made cool looking shirts and shorts, you know? And of course we have some collabs here that have been out before, and these guys are leaving here. These guys are staying, but these guys are leaving. It's kind of a shame, you know. If somebody wants them, you know, there they are. And so, those are today's best sellers on this Saturday night. Now, what I was really happy about was this cool Meowscles boxer bundle. So this chick is actually really cool. I would say that the bundle of the 1,500 is probably worth it. She is really cool looking. And my favorite part is you can take the ears off, you know, and take the tail off, but I think I like her with the tail and the ears. It is so cool. Look at that fluffy tail. Well done. Not too bad. And then they got even a little fish down there on the leg. I mean, and then if you look at the zippers on the boots, they got little fish on them. Now, you don't have to associate a fish with a cat, but most people do because of the cartoon called Heathcliff. And Heathcliff was kind of where the whole fish thing came into play. But maybe they stole that from Heathcliff. Now, they could have put a kitty on her shirt. Like an outline of a kitty, you know, instead of a fish. You know, because then it kind of makes you wonder how fishy is this situation. Thing of cow milk and a mouse. And she's got painted fingernails. I like it. Now, they didn't have to go with boots on her because the boots kind of looked stupid. You could have had like a switch out of shoes, like cat shoes, cat claws, or just, you know, something, you know, but it is kind of cool. Yeah, it is pretty cool. But what's with the arm thing right there? What is that all about? Do you have to have an arm knee pad or whatever? Elbow pad? I mean, what the heck is that all about? And that would really restrict your movement with that design, too, you know. So, anyways, it's not bad. And then of course you've got her one-of-a-kind Lego, and that tail just stands out. Could you imagine running around with that tail sticking out? It'll stick right through one of those Lego fortresses. And of course you got a kitty, or a mouse I mean, on the back. And then these are the gloves, the Meowscles boxing gloves. And I don't know if I'd use those, but they might be for like a good comedy type thing, you know. So the full thing, if you're just buying her for 800, you know, that's 800 if you're trying to save money, but I mean, you get a full kit for the 1.5, but not bad. Now they got this P Papa, or I don't even know who that is, but I can't play the song to find out, because, you know, I'll get flagged like I always do. So what's new? You know, can't play music. How horrible. Then these chicks are still here. And then Ultimate Reckoning Pack. So this isn't too bad, but unfortunately I want some more vampire type stuff. I'm really like a vampire fan. Apparently you could do like, you know, kind of like what is that? There's a game that was on, I think it's on Xbox and on PlayStation, but I think it came out on PlayStation originally. Like a ball of yarn guy or something. But yeah, not too bad. It is what it is. The Lego character, you know, and then you got a back bling, and she's got an interesting kind of suit, but there is no alternates. It's just kind of, you know, the mask is cool. The wings, they're kind of, they would be kind of cool on like a Batgirl. So if you came out with Batgirl, those wings would go good with Batgirl. They're kind of cool looking. Like a jaggedy kind of Batgirl kind of thing, if you ask me. And then you have this guy. He's like kind of creepy with that mask. I like the mask idea on that one. I don't know what the deal was with the rose on the boots. Kind of makes me wonder, did a girl design this, or was that just like something you threw on there? I don't know. Now he has no alternate outfits, so we don't know if it's a chick or a dude, but there's roses around the neck and on the arms. So it's called Grave. I don't know. But, you know, it's not bad. It's just, what's going on with the rose on the boots? What's going on there? Not too sure. But they're not red. They're yellow, or orange, I mean. Unless I'm colorblind or something. So that's 2,000 for that. Now if it had more of a vampire-ish thing, I would be down with it. They've got some new shoes here. If I had the money to actually buy these shoes right here, these shoes go for a lot of money in real life. Those might be those Air Jordan Flights or something. And whenever you go to buy shoes now, they cost so damn much you can't even buy them. But I would probably buy, you know, some cool shoes like that. You know, they do all kinds of cool collabs with Jordan. And then you've got Adidas, which, looking strange. I don't like the tongues on these. They kind of stick out the back. They're slip-in kind of shoes. But, you know, everybody's got their different styles. I'm a Nike fan, but I do wear Adidas. I do have Adidas shoes. It's just, you know, there's a mix-up in my cupboard. So all these people were here before. Not too shocking. I don't remember no Amber Moxie. You can have her with a hood and without a hood. She's kind of cool. You know, the buns with the hair. She's got the little sun kisses on her cheeks there. Not bad. You know, if you were buying a character and you were into it, yeah, that would work. You know, she's better than some of the other ones. Melody is just a melody, you know. And I think I got this Hope thing from doing the challenge when she came out. I don't think I bought that. I think I did the challenge and I got her from that. But Epic Games sent me a back bling, and thank you, Epic Games. I forgot to say that at the very start. And of course, I could not videotape it because, you know, I didn't think they would send me something. And so it was a little too late. But these rims are really cool. I would put these on my car. Why can't we have this in real life? I mean, seriously, people. You come up with cool stuff like this. I want this in real life. This is cool. Tires like that and rims like that. I'm not kidding you. That would be awesome. We could have tires that light up when you drive them. That'd be even cooler. I mean, the stuff you could do. So these beachside buildings are really cool for your Lego setups. I really do like these. If you're building a town or even a beachside thing, these would be awesome. And to be honest, they come with a few add-ons and stuff, as you can see each one. And I think that's great that they're bringing back some Lego stuff to buy. However, I think they forgot that it's actually Halloween time, so we need Halloween type stuff in here. So yeah, this would have been better for summertime right here. So I guess everybody forgets, hey, we're supposed to be designing stuff for Halloween and Fortnitemares. Why not like a Scooby-Doo Lego set? You know, Scooby-Doo stuff with monsters and all kinds of, you know, Legos for Scooby-Doo. With a Scooby-Doo collab for, you know. So, you know, so obviously we're all going to be playing, and it still glitches like that. You see that on the screen whenever I push down, and I'm not too sure what causes that. That is not my controller. However, I could blame it on the kid messing up my controller. So, Fred, Velma, Daphne, and Shaggy found quests. So there was something glitched the other night where I tried to do one of the quests for one of the characters, and I think it was either here or no, I think it was maybe here, and at this #1 spot right here. And I don't know if that's Daphne or who it was that I talked to. So it could have been Velma though. I don't know. I don't have to remember. But it wouldn't let me do the quest. It was glitched. So that may have been only for some people. I didn't report it. Don't have time to do all that. But pick up the phone at the stock box, which I did do, and it changed you into the scary man. Hit different players with last call. Defeat the Mother of Thorns. So all these challenges you got to get to doing. And it's really great that we have this. But I've been so busy, we'll see how far we get. I do like to thank Epic Games for their input for sending me something today. And if anybody has anything to put in the comments, or if you're bored, but really there's not much. Usually videos, unless if you pay to really promote it, it doesn't get up there. So if you get a lot of views, it'll show it to more people. It usually tests your videos on some people, and if they only watch like a few seconds of it, then the AI algorithm just doesn't show it to anybody but literally your own subscribers. So that's where that sits. And I'm not paying YouTube a whole bunch of money to run a channel. In time there will be things, but there's just not, you know, there's going to be stuff that kicks it off really good. And we're not too worried about that. We're just beginning, literally the first year of doing YouTube, at least on this channel. I do have multiple YouTube accounts. I'm not stupid. So as far as it goes, thank you guys for your time tonight, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Oh yeah, Fortnitemares wins.